Hey there guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to take a look at the Onyx case and the Onyx Design Case for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Alrighty, the next case we'll be taking a look at here is a tough case. So this one is the Onyx, and this one comes in a couple different colors. So it comes in navy, black, dark gray, and dark green, and each of these comes in at a price of $10.99. So I do have three versions of this right here. So I do have the dark gray, I do have the navy, and then I do have the dark green. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Alright, so we'll take a look at the navy first, since we do have the Pacific Blue iPhone. So packaging is going to be very similar to the other cases here. And this one, so it is a tough case, but it doesn't seem like it's like a super rugged case, like an OtterBox or something like that. It's gonna have still a TPU case, so this one's still gonna have flex to it, but it's gonna be a little bit tougher. So as you can see, it does have quite a bit of flex on it, but it does still have some protection in the corners here, so you'll have some drop protection right there. It even has on the inside here that it is military grade protection, drop tested, and has the military spec right there. Ringke original design. And on the back here you can see we have little nubs on each of the corners right here, so you can set it down and have no worry about the back of your phone. So let's go ahead and pop our phone in here, and we'll take a look. Just open the camera on there. So as you can see, that actually looks pretty good with the Pacific Blue right there. So I'm feeling this. So it has a kind of just an interesting texture on here. It's so it's not smooth, but it has just kind of a nice roughed up texture on here. On the back here you can see we have a nice lip of protection for our camera right there, so that is perfectly protected. And then on the front, of course, we have nice lip protection around our camera as well. Let's see if I can put this actually in the case. So we have that lipper protection, and it's of course more predominant on the bottom and on the top, so we have that more that corner absorption right there for any drops. Now, as you can see, of course, on the side we do have those two little holes. As I mentioned, most of their cases are going to have these holes, so you can put a lanyard on here, and they have that neck, that shoulder one you can use, or just a traditional lanyard you can hold. So on the side here you can see we have a perfect cutout for our silent switch right there, and then we have these silver colored buttons for our volume, and those are perfectly clicky, feel really nice right there. Going down the line here you can see we have our cutouts for our lightning speaker and mic, and those are all perfectly cut out as well. On this side we do have another one of those silver button covers right there. Really nice. And then you can kind of see where it divots out just a bit at the corner right here. So you can see that it divots out in the corner, so we have more corner protection on this one. So even though it is still a really nice slim case, you're still going to have some protection with this one. And I do like that they extended the camera out quite a bit, because these camera humps on these phones are kind of ridiculous nowadays, but you do have that protection. So if you put it down, you have not only the camera right there, but you have the little nubs right there to protect it. So that one is pretty nice. Alright, the next version we'll try out here is the dark green. So this one is kind of reminds me of like a military green, maybe a bit darker. But of course it is going to be the same exact case, just in a different color here, so nothing has changed. Still have that camera hump and all that good stuff, so I won't go over this one quite as much as the blue one I just looked at here, but I just want to give you an idea of the color right there. So here it is with the Pacific Blue. Doesn't look too bad actually, still looks pretty good. And of course you have that same texture, the same nubs right there. We do still have a silver power key and silver volume keys right there, but I do think it still looks pretty good even with the blue. Still looks pretty nice. So that's the green version right there. Last one of the Onyx cases that I have here is the dark gray, so we'll take a look at that one. That's actually pretty nice. So it's kind of like a slate gray. So we can kind of get a look at how these all look together here. So, and then the other one is the black, so just imagine a black one in here too. But so we have the green, we have the blue, and we have the dark gray. And personally I'm a fan of blue, so that's my thing, but actually the green is kind of nice, so it's kind of a military green. So let's take a look at the dark gray here with the case, or with the phone on here. So that one's going to look pretty nice also. Here it is with the Pacific Blue. That still looks pretty good there. And the silver power button actually looks a little bit better on this one, because it kind of matches the aesthetic on this, but As you can see, it is still the same here. So, and I did forget to mention here, it does kind of have a little bit of a texture here, if you can kind of catch that with the camera. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a texture right here. Just want to give you an idea of that right there. So you have Ringke Onyx branding right there, but you do have this kind of subtle texture on the sides right here, and then it stops at the corners right there. And then here is the texture of the case right here, so you can kind of get a better idea. Test out the wireless compatibility of the Onyx case here. So all three of those different colors are going to be the same as this here. So as you can see, it's recognized right away. No problem with charging. All right, so that's a look at a couple of the Onyx colors right here. So these all come in at a price of $10.99 on Amazon, and these will be linked down below. All right, and the last two cases we'll take a look at here are a variant of the Onyx. And so these are the same as the Onyx, but these are the design version right here. So these have some interesting designs on here. They come in three different versions. So we have Graffiti, which I have here. We have X, which is what I have here, and then Paint. And these all run for $12.99. So these are just a little bit different from the other ones. So let's go and take a look at these. So we'll take a look at the X first here. So similar packaging to the others. So this one is going to be very similar to the other ones I just showed you here, but we're going to have this nice design on here. So as you can see, we have a big X here, and then we have some kind of computer code right here, which is kind of cool. So as you can see, it says error disk too fragmented. The volume is too fragmented to complete. I'm not sure what else it says, but we got some numbers. And then we have an error code 0x12E Ringke. So that's kind of cool there. All right, let's put our phone in here and take a look. So that goes in nice and easy there. And this one, actually, I really like this one. That adds a little bit of flair to it. So just like the Onyx I showed you just before here, we do have those same little nubs right there, and then the camera rim right there to put it down and have no issue with breaking the back of your phone or anything. It does still have that interesting texture right there. And, of course, that camera lip right there. So you do have a nice rim of protection for your camera, so if you do put it down, no problem there. And then of course, going along the side here, you can see, or on the front, we do have a nice rim of protection for our screen, and it's more pronounced here at the bottom right here, around the corners, around the bottom, and then around the front right here, or at the top. And that is so we have some good corner protection, but it also is nice because it does not impede with your touch screen, so you can still swipe and have no issue with, hitting the edge of a case. So that's pretty nice. Taking a look at the side here, we do have nice accessible silent switch right there, silver volume buttons right there, and that actually works with the black case. Still looks pretty nice. And then just to show you the texture on the side right here, so it has a little bit of ridge texture right here, which is pretty nice. And then that just goes up until the corner right there and stops. Pretty nice there. And of course, we do have the two holes right there for a lanyard if you decide to use one of those. Looking at the bottom here, you can see we have perfect cutouts for our speaker, mic, and lightning right there. And then on this side, we have our silver power key right there, and that same texture, Ringke Onyx branding right there. Looks really good. And then, of course, two more holes for the lanyard. So you can have one lanyard or you could have the connecting one. So that is just one of them. Let's take a look at the other. All right, so this one is the Graffiti one. So let's open this one up and take a look here. All right. So this one is also black, and we have graffiti here. So we have like a sad face with X eyes. It looks like he's cussing and then saying, "Me, stop." So that's kind of cool there. So this one is in black. It's going to be very similar to the other one. Let's pop our phone in here and take a look. All right, so there we go. So that's how that's going to look there. Looks really good. And then, of course, we can see that nice texture, the graffiti right there. And then, of course, we have those three bumps right there. And then we have the nice camera rim right there. Same thing as the other one. Nice lip of protection all the way around. More pronounced at the bottom and top. We have the same silver button covers. Easily accessible silent switch right there. Perfect cutouts for our lightning, speaker, and mic. Same thing on the side here. Easily good power key right there. And there we go. All right, and let's test out the wireless compatibility with the Onyx Design. So this one is very similar to the Onyx, so it should have no issues with wireless charging. And there you go, charges right away. All right, guys, so there you have it. So this has been a look at the Onyx and the Onyx Design cases from Ringke for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So the Onyx case comes in 4 different colors, comes in at a price of $10.99, and then the Onyx Design comes in 3 different variants, and that one comes in at $12.99. So if you guys are interested in these cases, I will leave a link down below where you can check this out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more like this, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.